Hello everyone, I'm Artemystik and welcome to my channel. Today I'm participating in Dena favorite bird art challenge, and I knew right away which bird to paint. I have a very particular bird, not a type of bird, but a dear pet animal companion of mine. Her name was Solstice, and she was just so dear. She was so special, and I loved everything about her. And you know, it was a long time ago, about 20 years since Solstice was in my life, and I'll never forget her. So I'll share a couple quick stories if I can. Try to keep them short and quick. I got her while living in Alaska, and we got her as an engagement gift. I got engaged to someone there, and we decided to get an animal companion to try to take care of together, you know, and have in our life. So we didn't have a car the whole first winter that I lived in Alaska, and so we actually wound up, I don't recommend this to anyone, especially nowadays, but we hitchhiked all the way to Anchorage, which is like a 45 minute drive, especially with snow and stuff. And this was in February. And we hitchhiked to a pet store, and we spent like 4 hours at the pet store looking at all the different animals and trying to decide and see who and what we connected with. And when we saw Solstice, we just kind of knew. Well, we named her Solstice, a sun conure, a little parrot, and just the sweetest personality. She loved to dance. She loved music. She loved tasting different little fruits and vegetables and things. She was just such a neat little character. But we had hitchhiked into town, and it was very stormy and getting late, so we wound up getting all of the things we needed to take her home, and we got a taxi and took a taxi all the way from Anchorage to where we lived, so we could get her home warm and safe. And then it was just kind of an adventure with her. We would take her everywhere with us, and it was such a small town. Pretty much everyone knew her and really loved her because she just had the best personality. And I had this ski coat that I would zip up to my chin, and she would just snuggle down in the neck of that ski coat and just stay warm and toasty, and I could take her anywhere and just, you know, walking, she would just stay tucked in my jacket. And we would even take her when we went to restaurants to eat out. She was known by a lot of the people around, and even, you know, we'd hitchhike into Anchorage sometimes to go get Thai food at this place called Orchid Thai. And they loved her in there. Oh, they'd always bring her a little plate of little goodies to eat, and no one minded that she was there. It was, I don't know, a different time, I guess. And then there were also the times, you know, I was young and I had a lot of friends at the time, and, you know, we'd go to the bars and stuff, and it wasn't like going to a bar, more like going to a pub, I guess, if you would think about it that way. It was usually like there's food, and, you know, it's just like a hangout spot for everybody. And Solstice would go and sit on the bartender's shoulder while we were there, and she would just hang out behind the bar with him, and everyone loved her. It was just awesome, a great experience. So unfortunately, she's not in my life anymore, but I cherish all the time I had with her, and I just love her more than I could ever explain. So here's my precious Solstice with a moon and a sun to help represent her name. And I'm just using a variety of different brands of watercolors, just going for the colors that felt the most right. And you know, I made a new song too, which is what's playing, and I'm just gonna stop talking now and play the song again. Listen for the conure sound at the end. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed watching this, and I will see you next time.